So following Yanma, we get Whooper.
Whooper. This one
It's
has
another-
a very disappointing evolution.
Well, it starts out as a tadpole. Water ground is an interesting combo.
I like that combo. It's actually pretty interesting. He's
It's
making
interesting.
an O face though, and I don't appreciate that.
Yeah, that bar was fucked up.
Yeah. You know what's really funny too? I'm watching Bar Rescue right now, and where I paused it, it's John Tapper. He's also doing the same face.
Oh, wonderful.
As Whooper, you know, face. I gotta
Let's
send
move
you a
on from
picture. I'll send you a picture. Ow.
But also, Whooper evolves into who else but Quagsire.
I put Quagmire. I believe I saw like a video where it was a Quagmire song parody, but it was Quagsire.
Yeah, that's where I got it from.
Oh. Yeah, he
It's
sucks.
such a goofy looking Pokemon.
He fucking sucks.
His face is so like.
I hate-
Hey guys, I'm Bill, also known as the Barbecue Games on Instagram.
And I'm Alex, his sister, who brings only chaos.
And together we are the Gaming and Collecting Podcast, a mostly video game centered podcast.
But half the time, we just talk about anime.
And that collecting thing, well, that's mostly just an implication at best,
So come along and enjoy us on this adventure.
as we discuss the games that shaped us. So, how you been?
I've been doing great. As I mentioned last week, I started my new job. I'm on week number 2, and I love it still. So, whoa! Oh, also, I might be going to Texas again. Not living
Fun.
there, but like just visiting.
Fun.
Yeah! Woo!
Traveling. Yay.
Yay!
Yeah, well, at least your week went decent. Mine was... Well, I only worked about half the week because I was still in Connecticut on Monday.
Yes, you were. Yeah, you were
And
here until Monday. Because
Yeah.
Monday was President's Day? No.
Yeah, whatever.
What was
Yeah,
it?
it was President's Day. It was just an
Was it?
excuse to have a day off.
I was surprised I had the day off, honestly.
Yeah.
But I was okay with it.
I know some people like to question every holiday. If it's a free day off, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care what it's about. I'm just taking the day off.
I'm taking it off. Yep.
I'm not going to protest having a day off of work, let's just say.
No, I never will either.
But, yeah, other than that, this week's been unremarkable. I guess hasn't so much been work. Nothing I've done in work has been remarkable. It's mostly been stuff I've done out of work.
Ah.
Like I built a media console on Wednesday. That was
Yes.
an endeavor. It almost killed me getting it in the house
Oh, Jesus.
and then getting it into its spot and then rearranging everything around it.
Yep.
But I did that, and I've completely rearranged my gaming room now,
Nice.
which is great. I have a desk to record the podcast on.
It's not really a desk, but it's better than it's better than the ottoman you were using and having to hunch.
Yes. Yeah, other than that, though, today we had a quote-unquote snow disaster again.
I think it was more an ice disaster, if anything. Like,
Oh, so they both... So we're from New England, and weather up here doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like,
Yeah.
it never will, never has. It is what it is.
yep.
But, so every time a snowstorm happens, everyone freaks the fuck out and acts like the world's going to end.
Yeah.
And it's like, to the point now where, like, I'm convinced now, like, when people start freaking out about the snow, I just assume it's not going to snow, because that's
You
usually
gotta
how
get
it
the
works.
bread and milk. You gotta get the bread and milk.
So,
There's
this one was
snow.
weird. This one was weird, though, because I feel like they both overreacted and underreacted at the same time.
Yeah. So I feel like they, like, really like amped it up, but I also don't think they really treated the roads or anything either.
Oh, nothing was plowed when I woke up this morning. Like everywhere was like completely still, like snow, like all over the road. It wasn't a lot of snow because it wasn't like a heavy snow. Well, it wasn't like it didn't accumulate. It just kind of
like a wet snow. It was very like
yeah. We got like an inch, and then it just kind of stopped after that.
I'd say we got like 3 inches. We got a couple inches.
It wasn't enough to go over the top of my shoe. So
it wasn't that. It wasn't horrible.
But they didn't plow. They can't salt the roads where we're from because of well water. But they didn't plow. No sand, and I get on the highway to go to work, and the guy in front of me is literally going 5 miles an hour.
Oh God.
And there was a line of 6 cars, including me, behind him, all back to back.
Yeah.
Because this guy is going beyond too slow.
Oh God, I feel like there's always a limit of like you need to go this fast, but you also like there's this sweet spot and like but it's also if you are that afraid to drive, do not get on the highway. Yeah, don't get in your car. Well, I bet his thought process was like, oh, the highway will be better conditions than like the back roads because it's the highway, but it doesn't always work that way.
Oh no, but I got on the highway and I'm like, this guy's gonna cause an accident. So then we get on the highway and the highway isn't even plowed.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm like, oh shit. So I get so I get on the highway and everybody's driving in the middle of the road. Like there's no like lines. It's just like a free for all. And I'm like, shit. I got to get around this guy because he's going to cause an accident. So I get around him and then I just start seeing him disappear in the distance. I'm like, okay. But it still took like 20 minutes to get up the highway.
Yeah.
And but then by the end of the day, it's already like down to pavement. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it works. Well, I work from home today, but I had to do a Zoom call today, and I was like, when I woke up, this was my first one, so I was like, oh, are we gonna be the camera people? Or are we gonna be the not camera people? And we were the camera people, and I was like, no, but I was like, whatever, I have to do it. So, but of course, Tillard is being insane, and at one point got her butt stuck in the blinds, and I almost had to help her, but she got herself out, and I was just like, oh my God, I can just see my cats.
For a second I thought you were gonna say she got her butt just planted right in the camera, and I was like, oh.
No. So I put my laptop where like my personal laptop is right now on my desk, like my little podcast bench desk situation. But you can clearly see the green chair where the lamp is, so she's rubbing on the lamp, she's doing zoomies, she's like meowing up a storm. I'm like, they got him on mute right now. And then I look back and she's stuck, and I'm just like, shit, like, what do I do? But she got herself unstuck and then proceeded to do more zoomies.
Did anyone comment, or did no one?
No one commented. But at one point, one of my coworkers started laughing, and you know how like sometimes when you laugh at like someone's laughing, you start laughing because like it's just you can't stop. But I was already like trying not to laugh because Tilly was being a little shit, and like so I just broke and I couldn't take it anymore, and I was dying.
Yeah.
It was so bad. It was so funny. But other than that, it was a productive Zoom call.
Okay. Oh, I had another one of those like you're getting old moments. Mhm. So I had to get a lamp for my new setup because the one I had isn't bright enough anymore.
The rainbow lamp.
Because there's more open space in the room.
Yeah.
So I went to Target because it was like the only place that was like convenient to go, and I was at the mall up the street from where I work, and I forgot that this was the vacation week for schools. Oh. Because once you're an adult, you kind of just forget about that shit.
Yeah. Well, unless you have kids, like,
that's different.
If you're in the no kids adult category, you just forget that, like, oh yeah, kids get like weeks off of school, and it's unfair. No, just kidding.
No, but So I'm at the mall and it's loaded with like teenagers, and I had that epiphany of like
Ugh.
I am now the grouchy old man who hates teenagers.
Oh my god, I've been one even when I was a teenager. Honestly.
Yeah, but now it's like now it hits you where you're like, oh no, I'm
No.
getting old.
Well, it's also like, was I this obnoxious? Like, but I
No,
also, well, I
we
think,
weren't.
I think too is like, not that I'm like, I mean, I'm not a parent, and you're not. Well, I'm kind of a parent. I have a cat child. That's close enough. I just feel like parents just let their kids run wild.
Oh no, they drop them off at the mall and they say we'll see you in an hour.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh my god, like I've seen so many kids do such wrong things. Like, it's so bad. Like parents really. Need
I know.
to
I'm like, you know the stupid Animal Rider things.
Oh, I hate those.
It was all teenagers riding them. I'm
Oh,
like,
God.
Jesus Christ! It's like
I mean, they must have
just
been
like
really bored.
the employee didn't even give a shit. They were just looking over like whatever.
He was just like, I don't get paid enough for this.
Yeah, and there was that, and then they were like, at one point they were doing like push-ups and like jumping jacks just in the running around. I'm like, what? There's a gym up the thing. Go over there, please.
Yeah. Well,
I was like, I was so
honestly,
just.
Well, I think it's like you said, parents just drop their kids off there and they say, "All right, have fun at the mall for today. I'm going to work. Here's $20 for food. Good luck." And they treat it like a daycare. That's like the thing that always made me so angry. Like when like parents treat like stores as a daycare, and it's like,
Oh, for
this isn't.
GameStops.
This is not your daycare. Like, it always, like, I love those entitled parent stories where, like, the parent drops their kids off and they're like, if you don't pick your kid up, like, if you leave your kid here, I will call the police. And they're like, no, you won't. And then they proceed to call the police and report a missing child, like, an abandoned child. It's like, the person literally told you they were going to call the police. What did you think? Like, you just abandoned your kid at a GameStop. They're not a daycare.
No,
Oh.
I've seen that so many times though, where they leave the kid like they're just going to like a store over, so they leave the kid in the GameStop, and the kid proceeds to destroy the GameStop, and it's like,
Oh, yeah.
and the employees literally can't like tell them to stop. Well, they can't like do anything about it, so the kid's just destroying the store, and
Well,
it's
that's
like,
where they call the police and report, oh, this child was abandoned.
yeah, some of them just don't care enough, and they just are like, whatever.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I don't get paid. I don't get paid enough for this.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, so that was my
was your-
my getting old story.
No, I feel that. Because, like, whenever I'm in the mall and I see... Or even, like... Even at, like, the grocery store. Like the other day, I just went to the grocery store and there's just kids who are just, like, chilling and, like, messing and, like, taking things off the shelf and, like, throwing them across the room, and I'm just like, this is a grocery store. It's not your playground. Get the fuck out. I want my groceries. I'm just here for my chicken nuggets. Leave me alone. You know. It's crazy.
Yep. Well, so what are you drinking?
I am drinking a Dell's Rhode Island hard tea. We got them when you were here, and I still have some left, so I'm finishing them. They're refreshingly different. That's what it says. Yeah.
And I'm drinking a classic Guinness Drought in a can.
Wow. Amazing.
Because that is a damn fine stout.
A damn fine stout.
You can never go wrong. You can never go wrong with Guinness.
No, Guinness is good. I like Guinness, so, you know. And I'm not really a beer person, but I will drink a Guinness.
Don't ever try to shotgun one though. It never ends well.
You're not supposed to shotgun a Guinness. You're supposed to.
Yeah, but when
enjoy.
you're shit faced at a party, you don't think straight sometimes.
Well, speaking of Guinness, I keep getting these YouTube ads that are like, you know how like places will like advertise their like Connecticut, it'll be like explore Connecticut or like explore Alaska. Well, I keep getting these explore Ireland ones, and now I'm just like, oh, I want to go to Ireland so badly.
Yeah.
I want to go so badly. So let's go to
be honest,
Ireland.
I'm not gonna get into it at all, but I don't really want to go to Europe right now. Let's leave it at that.
Oh, yeah, not anytime soon. No.
I'm not going to get into it, but let's leave it there.
I completely brain farted on that.
Anyone with a brain understands. But let's move on.
Yeah, let's just
move on.
Let's just pray for people that they're okay.
Yeah.
That's all we can do.
I don't want to touch on that too much.
Yeah.
But, anyways, so we do have a topic. We're actually going to be continuing our Pokédex retrospective, I guess you can call it.
Yeah.
So, in our previous episode, we talked about the Kanto Dex. So we went from Bulbasaur to Mew. So the first 151 Pokemon in the Dex.
Yep.
For this video, we're going to be talking about the Johto region.
Yeah.
And Johto was interesting because Johto is like the one region that's like directly connected to another in the Pokemon universe, because it's literally like right next to Kanto.
Yep.
To the point where the cool gimmick of the games where they were actually connected together. And you could go to Kanto after finishing Johto.
Nice. Which
was really cool. So I guess we'll start with, like we did in the previous video, the first starter, Chikorita.
Chikorita.
Other known as hard mode.
Yeah, I didn't use Chikorita when I played Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Heart Gold and Soul Silver, right?
Well, it's Gold, Silver, Crystal, and then the remakes were Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
Yeah. So I only played Heart Gold, Soul Silver, but I did not choose Chikorita.
I like Chikorita from a design standpoint, but I've only done a Chikorita playthrough once, and it is so
hard.
It's like picking Charmander in the first game. The first gym is literally the flying gym, and then the second gym is the bug gym. You are not going to have a good time.
Nope. You gotta find someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But moving on, then we get Bayleaf, which I like Bayleaf from a design.
Bayleaf has a cool design. I like how he's very dinosaur-esque. He's cute. I like it.
I also remember that Ash had one for some reason.
Oh, why not?
Like, you remember, like, in the early the first two, like, seasons, Ash just, like, got every starter somehow. But he, like, would never evolve any of them except for, like, one.
Yeah, because Ash fucking sucks.
Well, actually, Johto was even worse, because Johto, he only evolved Chikorita to Bayleaf, and he never got any farther than that.
Which is so... And also, I wanted to comment, I noticed it on the design. You can actually... I like his evolution, too, because you can actually see the little things around his, like, neck. They'll, like, become... Like, they're little buds,
grew.
And then they grew, but then they turn into a flower, and I just think
with Meganium, the final form. I like Meganium. I like this Pokemon.
He's a little cute flower Pokemon.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
I like this Pokemon. They're not worth using to me in the game.
Unfortunately, yeah. Well,
because grass types are kind of not super useful in Gen 2. Which hurts me because I love grass types.
No, I do too, but yeah, this is one of the few games where I never choose the grass type, unfortunately.
I never choose the water type either, because our next one is Cyndaquil.
Yeah, I choose Cyndaquil too. I like him. He's just a cute...
Cyndaquil just has a cool design.
Yeah. Well,
it's like a fire.
Well, and especially I love his design too, because in like Soul Silver, when Soul whatever fucking one I had, the flames, like it's animated, so like the spikes on his back are supposed to be like flames, so you can actually see them like moving and stuff like they were flames. So it's pretty neat design. Another thing too is
because in a little sneak peek for our later podcast, but for Pokemon Legends Arceus, when I saw that Cyndaquil was like one of the 3 like starters you get to choose in that game, I was like, oh, you know who like is going to be the most picked starter out of these 3?
Yep.
Because it was Cyndaquil, Oshawott, and then Blathers. I don't remember what it's actually.
Isn't it like Hootser or something? Hootser or Hootsy?
No, I think you're thinking of something from this. Either way, the grass owl.
Shit.
Blathers.
I like him. Yeah. I named him Blathers every time. Yeah.
But anyways, back to Cyndaquil. So Cyndaquil then becomes Quilava, who's like the emo phase.
Well, he's going through his misunderstood teenager phase.
Yeah, his goth team emo phase.
His emo phase.
I remember because Ash had a Cyndaquil too forever, and then he randomly just like he brought it back in the Sinnoh season, and it randomly just evolved into Quilava for like one episode.
Why not?
And then he used it once more in the main tournament, and then he never used it again after that.
Honestly, fuck
as far
Ash.
as I know, because I stopped watching after the Sinnoh seasons, but
Honestly, fuck Ash. He keeps abandoning all of his Pokemans, and it's not right. He should love them and cherish them forever.
But anyways, then moving on, we got Typhlosion.
Yeah.
I love Typhlosion because he's a fucking badass.
He's like so. Oh, does he have a special version in the
Yeah, that's the Legends Arceus one.
I like it. It's pretty.
It's different.
Well, he's like feminine. He's more feminine, I would say.
Which is funny because it has an 85% chance of being a male.
Oh. It has like feminine features, which is fun. I like it. Fire Ghost is a cool combo.
Yeah, that's a different combo, anyways.
Yeah. Well, I think the only other one is like the chandelier one.
Yeah.
The one that's just a fucking chandelier.
We'll get to that later. But and then finally the third starter, Totodile.
Oh, I thought this was Mudkip.
One in Oko.
I totally thought Mudkip was the third starter of this game. We'll that's because I choose the. I know. Never mind. I know. I'm just brain farting. I like his design. He's like a happy little alligator boy.
His voice in the anime was so stupid, though.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, it was like da 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 da. It was so freaking ear grating.
Oh. Well, cool design, ear grating voice.
His middle form though is kind of awkward in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I don't really like that.
Croconar.
Yeah.
Why is he like a caveman all of a sudden?
Yeah. Also, why does he have just like a random one spike on his tail? I feel like it's in a weird place. Like I feel like it should be on like the tip of his tail, not just like the middle of it.
Because when you go to Feraligatr has more of a. It's kind of like a dinosaur, like it's kind of like he's like Reptar but blue.
These are very like dinosaur-esque. They very took from dinosaurs for these ones.
It's Reptar.
Yeah,
it's just Reptar but blue.
It honestly does look like Reptar. I also am not a fan of his design. It's just like his arm placement.
The picture on Bulbapedia isn't the best.
Okay, yeah,
that they use.
It's not giving him because it's just like his arms are like at his neck, so it's just like it looks stupid.
All right. Now getting past the starters, now we get Sentret, which is like the generic like normal type that you find at the beginning of the Rattata. Rattata, whatever the fuck it's called.
Rattata. It's like, yeah. I mean, it's something,
I use it. I'll use them like early game, but I usually dump them as soon as I get something better.
At least it's not the stupid beaver.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But and then it evolves into Furret.
Oh my god, its evolved form is so cute, though.
Yeah, its evolved form's definitely better.
I've seen, you can buy these, ones of them that are, full size and, are, 7 feet long. You can buy them. I've seen advertisements for them. I've been tempted, but they're, $100-something, and I said, I don't really need that. If it was Bulbasaur, yes, but not for Furret. Long body Pokemon.
Wait, is it the evolved form?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay. I'm trying to, read the data.
It is, right?
Bulbapedia doesn't really give a good...
No, it doesn't. But you can usually tell in the, Yeah, it is, because...
Is it?
Oh, wait. I don't know. I'm not sure. You know what's better? Serbia is better at showing the evolved forms.
Yeah, but Serbia doesn't list them the same way.
Yeah. Well, we'll never know. We'll just assume. I'm assuming it is because, it has the same coloring and everything.
Oh, yeah, it evolves from... Yeah, it does. It says it down there below. Yeah, that's kind of hidden, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, we're stupid sometimes, but...
Yeah, we're dumb.
See, that shows how little I use this thing, because I don't even remember it.
Yeah, me too.
But then moving on... Okay, so this was a cool feature from, from Gold and Silver at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, Gold and Silver was the first game in the series to introduce a day and night system.
Oh, okay.
So, one of the gimmicks was, during the day, you'd find Pidgeys and, Pidgeotos.
Oh, yep.
But during night, you'd find this guy right here, Hoot Hoots.
Oh my god, that's actually such a cute little feature.
Because you'd only find the Hoot Hoots at night.
Yeah.
It's because they're owls, because they're nocturnal. And Hoot Hoot's kind of a doofy looking Pokemon, I'll admit.
I love
But
him.
I really like his evolved form Noctowl.
I love it because he's just like a great horned owl, and they're sick, and owls are just sick. So I like.
And I always remember because Ash had a shiny one that he never fucking used.
Because Ash sucks, Bill. We've already determined that.
He only uses Pikachu and sometimes Charizard,
Yeah.
and whoever his main Pokemon from a generation is.
Yeah. So, AKA Ash sucks.
Yeah. Hey, he did finally win the Pokemon League.
Oh wow! It took him like 50 seasons. Whoa!
Yeah, but he's still 10, so it only took a year.
Oh my god, that's not no. No, he's in a time loop and he can't escape it.
The Pokemon anime is so dumb.
He's in a time loop. He can't escape.
Alright, so moving on then from... I like Noctowl. Good flying type.
What the fuck is this?
And we get to...
I forgot.
It's Lediba, or however you say that.
It's the ladybug Pokemon. It looks fucking stupid.
There's only a few... Okay, so there's not
That's
many
a
bug
flying
types.
type? It doesn't look like it flies in that picture.
It's a ladybug. See, there's only a couple bug types I actually like in the series, and this is not one of them.
It looks fucking stupid.
And it evolves into Ledian, which is a little bit too close to another word in my opinion, but
Oh god.
it's basically the same thing, but now he's got a helmet on for some reason.
he's got legs. This design, equally stupid looking. Not a good bug design.
No, not a fan of that one.
I'd give it a 1 out of 10.
The next one is Spinnerack, which I still don't use, but it's a better design
I like his
overall.
design. I like how he has just a frowny face on his back. Like he
I never noticed that.
He just knows he's not going to get picked for anyone's team, so he's just like putting it out there.
He might feel like a poison team. He might feel like a poison team, possibly, but
but there's better poison types, so it's like, or better mixes.
I know.
So,
but some people like spiders. I don't know.
Yeah.
I do even think Ariados or Ariados is a cool design.
Oh, is that? Oh yeah, his evolved form looks pretty neat. I like it.
Yeah.
Still won't choose him.
It's a bug type which I don't use much. Period.
Yeah.
There's only one bug type I particularly like, and we'll be getting to it later. But, okay, so the next one.
Heck yeah, one of my favorite Pokemons.
Okay, so one thing that Gold and Silver introduced was they added third forms for a bunch of Pokemon from the first gen. One of which was Crobat.
Crobat.
And Crobat, in my opinion, makes like Zubat so useful.
Oh my god, I've used him. He's been my flying type for like my past like 5 games. Like I've used him as my flying type all the time. I love him. I love Crobat.
I enjoy Crobat. He's usually always on my Gold and Silver team. He's actually interesting because he was like one of the first. Well, I mean, I think was there happiness Pokemon in Gen 1?
I'm not sure.
Or was that? I think that might have been introduced in this gen.
With this one, yeah.
Because he's a happiness Pokemon.
Yeah, I evolved my Crobat so quickly because all my Pokemons love me.
Well, not happiness. It was a friendship. You had to.
Yeah.
Which the fun fact is, the trick to that is you just give him a shit ton of medicine and then bike around Goldenrod City for a while.
Yeah. No.
Works every time.
I love Crobat. I love his design.
It is. It's different. I like the 4 wings.
He's so cute. I just love him. I put him on all of my teams. I'm like, he's literally like up there with Bulbasaur. Like he's one of my favorites. I love him.
He's always in my Gold and Silver team. I will say that. So then moving on now, we get Chinchou.
Oh.
It's a water type.
I'm guessing it's supposed to be like an angler fish.
But not as terrifying.
Yeah, very derpy. A derpy anglerfish. But I like that he's electric. I mean...
a water electric is a very interesting combo.
Well, yeah, because they're counteractive, you know?
Yeah. But I do like his evolved form Lantern.
Oh, yeah, Lantern.
It's a bit more of angular... It looks like an anglerfish, but not fucking terrifying looking.
It's an anglerfish, but he's just having a good time.
Yeah. I never use one because, let's face it, if I can get a Magikarp, that's my water type.
Yeah, same.
If I'm not picking the water starter in a gen.
Yep.
But, I like Lantern. He's good. But then moving on now, so now we get another new addition. We get the baby type Pokemon, or baby form Pokemon.
Tiny mouse Pokemon.
Yeah. So Gen 2 also introduced a bunch of, so we had third evolutions, but we also had like earlier evolutions added. So Pichu is the pre-evolution form of Pikachu.
Yeah. And he's so cute. Pichu's just a really cute design. But Pikachus in general are really cute, so.
But similar to Pikachu, I mean, honestly, you can usually catch Pikachus to begin with.
Yeah.
So it's like, in all honesty, like, other than for like the Pokédex, there's no reason to have a Pichu.
No,
unless
no.
you really want to raise.
The reason they made Pichu was to sell plushies of it. That's the reason Pichu was made. It was not. They did not make it like for anything but for selling merchandise. That's all it was. Because you don't need it in the game. It's clearly for the TV show and merchandise.
Yeah, because it's another friendship Pokemon, and it's such a pain in the ass to evolve. You just might as well just catch a Pikachu and then evolve it to Raichu where it belongs.
Yeah.
But
Agreed.
also it hurts itself when it attacks. That's a great design.
Nice. You know.
I don't know if it actually does that or not, but I know that was its like gimmick. I never used them, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, me either.
But then moving on, we get another early form, and we get Cleffa, which is the first form of the Clefairy line.
Yeah. I like Cleffa. She's cute. A little cute design.
I like how, as a Digimon fan, I kind of like how they look like the like early form Digimon, in a sense.
Yeah. Cleffa's cute. It's like a cute little baby design.
Yeah.
I like how its like hands are on its cheeks, like I'm so cute and little. Boop, boop, boop.
It's also been retroactively made a fairy type, even though it was normal originally.
Yeah, but it really makes sense that it's a fairy type.
Well, yeah, it really does. And then we move on. We get Igglybuff.
Oh my god, I don't know how I feel about that.
The name of the design.
It's Iggly, all right. Ugly.
Yeah. Not my favorite. I don't like Jigglypuff much to begin with. So.
I don't like how its red eyes are staring into my soul.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah. Okay, now here's an iconic Pokemon from this generation. Here we have Togepi.
So cute. I have a Togepi plushie, and they're so cute.
Everybody knows Togepi because of the anime.
Yeah.
Because it was heavily featured for like 2 seasons at least.
Yeah, because he was always carried by Misty.
Yeah,
which was
I like
why I
the fact
got a
that
Togepi plushie, because I carried it with my Misty cosplay.
Yeah. I like the fact, though, that Ash found the egg to begin with, but it just kind of... Misty got it because it saw her first when it hatched.
And it was like, Mama!
And it was, like, acted like it was a super rare Pokemon, and then later on, like, May just has one for no reason.
Whoops.
When she comes back, like, way later down the line.
Yep.
But then moving on, it eventually evolves into Togetic.
Togetic. And they turned it into Fairy.
Yeah, fairy flying.
Togetic's cool. I like its design.
Yeah. Not something I ever use, though, because it's not particularly useful in my opinion.
Practical. Yeah. No, I agree.
Right, so now we get the other bird type.
I hate
bird
this.
of Natu. You're not a fan?
I hate him.
Is it because it's just a head with feet?
No, I hate him because in what's it called? In Sword and Shield, in the Dynazone area, there's this one spot where it flies in the sky and it swoops down on me, and I fall for it every time. Or I just don't see it, and then suddenly I'm like, huh! And then it attacks me, so I just grew a hatred for it.
Okay. Well, what do you think of its evolved form, Xatu?
I also hate it. I hate this Pokemon. I'm just gonna say it. I have a grudging.
It looks like a totem pole.
It looks like that, or it also looks like he's wearing a jacket, Like,
No, it's an
a
apron.
trench coat? No, it's a trench coat, and then he's gonna flash you. He looks like a flasher. I don't trust this guy. He doesn't look to be trusted.
Okay, you took that in an odd direction.
Well, no, look at how his wings are. It's just like flashing. I hate this Pokemon. I have a grudge against it because it constantly kept bothering me in the Dinozone, and I just wanted to fight things in the ground tunnel pit, whatever the fucks they were.
Okay. And next we have one of my personal favorites.
Oh, I love this one.
It's Mareep, other known as this game's electric type.
I use this one whenever I need an electric type on my team. I love this one.
Well, because you can't really get a Pikachu early on in Gold and Silver. You can't really get one until you get to Kento. But I like Mareep. It's cute and it's very useful.
Yeah. Honestly, I like Mareep better than Pikachu. I'm gonna say it. I think he's cuter. I love me a good sheep.
I have an electric type later, a couple gens from now that I prefer. But I do enjoy Mareep. Which then evolves into Flaffy, which is basically just Mareep but pink.
But pink and also cute.
It loses some of its fur.
Well, they share his wool.
Yeah, so he's like a poodle.
He's making
kind
a
of
fur.
poodle-ish.
He's making a nice wool sweater for some one.
Yeah.
Hiccup.
And then Flaffy then evolves into my favorite of the three, Ampharos.
Oh, he's so cute. I love him.
And I love Mega Ampharos because he gets bitchin' hair.
He does. He gets the hair he deserves.
Ampharos is a fun electric type, though.
I truly hope they bring back... Oh, I'm stuck in a picture loop. Will I ever get out? Okay. No, I'm stuck. Alright. I gotta find my way back. Anyways. I like his design and his bitchin' hair.
Yeah, I love the hair. I love the hair and they make it.
Oh, he also gets dragon in Mega.
Is he? Oh,
he
yeah,
gets
he is.
dragon type in his Mega Evolution. I never realized that. Huh.
I need to get a Mega Ampharos next time I'm playing X and Y.
Yeah, but when's the next time you're gonna play X and Y?
When I feel like replaying it. I have that unused Y copy. I might as well use it.
Oh, yeah, true.
But anyways, moving on now, we get Blossom.
Blossom?
What is Blossom, though?
It's like a little...
so it's an alternative. So this was another thing that Gen 2 introduced, was alternative evolved forms.
Oh, okay.
So Blossom was an alternative evolved form of Gloom.
Mm-hmm. Oh!
So rather than evolving into Vileplume, if you gave it a Sunstone, it would turn into Blossom.
Oh! So it becomes adorable.
Yeah, and not... So it goes from gross to this.
Adorable! Oh, I really like that. That's really cute. Blossom's a really cute Pokemon.
Yeah. Not regularly useful, though.
No, but adorable.
Like I said, grass types in Gen 2 are just kind of eh.
Yeah.
But then anyways, moving on, we get Meryl.
Meryl's a cute one. It's like a Pikachu, but water.
Yeah. Yeah, because every gen has the Pikachu clone for whatever reason. There's always a and this was my favorite one because it was the one that was not just a direct electric type clone.
Yeah. No, I like Meryl. Meryl's really cute. It is very Pikachu-esque.
Well, when Meryl was first kind of teased before people knew what it was constantly referred to as Pika Blue.
Pika Blue. Oh.
But then Meryl evolves into Osmeryl.
Osmeryl's cute. He's like a bunny. A little bunny, but also an egg.
It's a little... The egg is a little off-putting to me. It's a little...
He's Egbert.
It doesn't have a neck.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's just egg and ears. But, he's cute.
Yeah.
He's also a fairy.
Yeah, they added that. Like I said, though, in this game, for water type, I always go... I'll have a Gyarados eventually.
Yeah.
Not the red one. That one's cheating. But, and then following now, we get Pseudo-Wudo.
This one used to always get me because I always saw it when I was younger and said, "Oh, grass type," and then I was like, "Nope."
I always was really off-put by because Crystal version was the first Pokemon game to introduce like animated sprites.
Yep.
And in Crystal, he like pelvic thrusts. It's so weird. But I love the how you first encounter Sudowoodo is literally it's a tree that you can't cut down with the cut HM, so you have to spray it with a water bottle because it's a rock type.
Yep.
I not personally one I ever use, but I always do catch it just because.
Yeah. I have a grudge against it because I always thought it was a grass type, and I would be like, "Oh yeah, grass type. I'll use fire," and then it never went well.
Yeah, so then, moving on, we got another alternative evolution. It's Politoed.
Oh, I love Politoed.
I love Politoed, but that's just because I like frogs.
I like frogs too.
But yeah. So Politoed's gimmick was Politoed was one of the examples of a trade with an item evolution.
Yes, I believe for my Soul Silver playthrough, I did that with you. I had a Politoed.
You were like, I want Politoed.
I want the
frog. And I was like, fine. But
you never want to trade with me. It's rude. Rude. I'm calling you out on your bullshit.
You have to give Politoed the King's Rock to make it evolve. So rather than becoming Poliwrath, it'll become Politoed. I loved in the anime how Brock had one.
Yep.
And the reason he got it was because his Poliwhirl stole Ash's King's Rock that he won.
Yep.
And it just evolved, and it was like, oh, that's cool.
All right.
But I like Politoed, even though he looks so different from his other forms. Although it does make sense considering like Poliwag is technically like a tadpole.
Yeah. He becomes a cute little frog. We love a good frog.
Yep. And next we have Hoppip.
I don't think I've ever used this Pokemon. Ever.
Nope. I never do.
It's also one of those ones that has the counteractive types.
Yeah, grass flying.
Yeah. I mean, it just looks like a hamster with some green leaves on its head.
I mean, it eventually evolves into
Ew.
Skiploom.
I think I dislike that more.
So this one, all three of its forms look different, and I don't see the connection.
Oh.
Because then it becomes Jumploom.
I don't really like any of this Pokemon's evolutions.
No.
I don't really like this Pokemon. It just seems lazy.
It's not my favorite.
Yeah.
But before we move on, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Okay. Bye.
And we're back.
Are we? Where are we? Where am I? What is this place? Huh?
We're talking about Pokemon from Johto.
Oh, okay. Hi.
We're at number 190.
190. Oh!
Apom.
What a cutie. I love Apom. He's adorable.
It's a monkey with a hand for a tail.
I mean, it's adorable. We love a good Apom. I think I had an Apom on my team at one point.
Yeah, I catch one whenever I can get my hands on them.
Yeah, they're cute. Apom's cute.
Not super useful, but fun enough for what it is. It's a monkey, as they say.
Monkey.
But then moving on, we get the most useless Pokemon in the entire series.
I hate this thing.
Sunkern.
It looks like a pineapple.
It's supposed to be a bud.
Well, it looks like a pineapple.
But it's actually statistically the worst Pokemon in the series.
I mean, just looking at it, I could tell.
And it's like one of the greatest wastes of a Sunstone in the entire game.
Wow. Yeah, even its evolved form also, I hate it.
It looks high as fuck.
It also, it has, a beer belly for some reason.
It's got a beer belly.
Why does it have that? Oh, this is just a waste of a grass type. Yeah. -1 out of 10. Really hate this Pokemon.
Yeah, not a like I said, grass types in Gen 2 are just not that.
They're doing
The best
them
one is
dirty.
Chikorita, and you're most likely not gonna pick her.
Yeah. Oh, they really did the grass types dirty in this game.
Yeah. But anyways, moving on, we get another bug type. There's a lot of bug types in this gen.
Yeah.
We get
A dragonfly.
Yanma.
Which is just
Yes.
a dragonfly.
Um,
A
So
lot of
we'll
them are
get-
bug
we'll
flying
get-
too.
what?
A lot of them are bug flying as well.
Well, most bugs can fly.
Not all
But
of them.
I know, but a lot of them can. Particularly in this game. Although not the one that I care about. Actually, I don't know if he can. We'll get to that later. But anyways, more... This guy's kind of generic for now, but we will get to him later. At another
Okay.
time.
Alright.
So, following Yanma, we get Wooper.
Whooper. This one
It's
has
another-
a very disappointing evolution.
Well, it starts out as a tadpole. Water ground is an interesting combo.
I like that combo. It's actually pretty interesting. He's
It's
making
interesting.
an O face though, and I don't appreciate that.
Yeah, that bar was fucked up.
Yeah. You know what's really funny too? I'm watching Bar Rescue right now, and where I paused it, it's John Tapper. He's also doing the same face.
Oh, wonderful.
As Whooper, you know, face. I gotta
Let's
send
move
you a
on from
picture. I'll send you a picture. Ow! I
But,
didn't think-
but also, Wooper evolves into who else but Quagsire.
Quagmire. I believe I saw like a video where it was a Quagmire song parody, but it was Quagsire.
Yeah, that's where I got it from.
Oh, yeah. He
It's
sucks.
such a goofy looking Pokemon.
Fucking sucks.
His face is so like.
I hate. Wasn't he one of Team Rocket's like Jesse and James Pokemon?
No, that's later down the line.
Oh, I'm thinking of. I know which one I'm thinking.
You know,
of.
yeah, we'll get to that. But
Oh!
I never. Oh yeah. So now we're getting to. So here's another tradition that kind of became a tradition later, but it's started here. More evolutions.
This is one of my favorite one of the evolutions.
So Espeon, and I guess we can talk about Umbreon at the same time because they're kind of linked. So Espeon and Umbreon were the brand new evolutions for this game. They're a psychic type and a dark type, respectively.
Yeah.
And the gimmick is to evolve them, you have to level them up. You have to get friendship during the day to get Espeon, and during the night to get Umbreon.
That's cool.
So another basically.
So, what I remember about this playthrough is that I didn't know this when I was playing, and I caught an Eevee, and I had an Eevee on my team, and it evolved into Umbreon.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't know how, because it just did it one day, and I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, this was when I wasn't, like, super, like, I wasn't into, like, looking up the stats and stuff and really making dynamic teams. I just, like, I picked the cutest one, and I added it.
Yes.
And I struggled.
So you got your least favorite of the two.
Yeah, I liked No, it's not that I don't like Umbreon's design. I like him too, but I like Espeon's
Well,
design.
to be
He just
fair,
looks so
a
cute.
psychic type is a lot more interesting than a dark type.
Yeah. So.
And Red had an Espeon too originally, although it was replaced with a Lapras in Heart Gold and Soul Silver for whatever reason.
Why not?
But yeah, evolutions will become a bit more prominent later on. But these were the first two additional ones added.
Yep.
And then following that, we get Murkrow. It's a bird
Yeah.
with a hat.
I like its Japanese name.
Yamikasuru.
Yeah. Well, because it means dark bird. Or dark crow. I believe it's Karasu.
Yes. Which
believe
is
it's-
funny because it's a dark flying type.
I know! That's what
Which is-
it's so cute!
I like how he's wearing a fedora.
I do. I appreciate his fedora. It was very of the time.
I never use one because if I'm going to use a flying type in this game, it's probably going to be
Yeah.
Noctowl.
Agreed.
Well, even then, though, it It's usually Crobat. Actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, I also
So, yeah.
use Crobat.
Okay. And then moving on, we get Slowking. So,
Stupid.
Slowking is another alternative evolution. So,
Of Slowpoke.
Yeah, of Slowpoke. So you give it it's the same thing as Politoed. You give it a King's Rock and it evolves. And
Yep.
rather than supposedly biting the Slowpoke on the tail, instead the Shelder bites it on the head, and
Yep,
it
and
gets
makes
smart.
the crown. The Galarian Snowpo is kind of terrifying because he looks like a mind control mask.
Yeah, it's not. I don't like that.
Pleasant. I don't
Although
either. That's just
Poison Psychic is interesting. I'll give it that.
Oh, that is interesting. But I
Alright,
still
and
hate it.
Moving on, we get a new ghost type. This is
Ooh!
Misdrevious.
I've never used this one, but like I like it. It's really cute.
Yeah.
It's a cute little ghosty boy.
I like it later on for something that we'll get to in a later gen.
Ah,
But-
yes.
It's fun. It's got a cool
It's cute.
design. And
Yeah,
it's a
it's a
ghost.
cute
It's like
little
one of the
design.
few ghost types in this gen.
Yeah, it has a nice little pearl necklace. It reminds me of Marge Simpson. Oh my god, it's the ghost of Marge Simpson.
Marge Simpson.
Marge! Help me!
I'm not even gonna try because I'm gonna hurt myself.
Help me!
But so anyways, okay, here's an interesting one. So now unknowns.
It's very...
It's funny how the unknown is this like just in the middle of the text, but
yeah. And it has
they're
various...
they're hieroglyphics.
Hmm.
You ever caught them all?
No.
I did once. I did a playthrough where I caught every letter.
Nice. Do you ever have a team of them? A team
Yeah,
of
I did it.
unknowns?
I've done it before.
That's so silly.
I think I had a team that literally was like fucker. That was my team.
Oh god. You're so
'Cause
mature.
You should have seen what I used to name the Pokemon back in the day. I'm not
true.
gonna say it because we're not gonna get canceled here.
Oh
But,
god. You were also an immature, like, 8-year-old, so...
Well, honestly, none of it was technically cancelable, but
Yeah.
it was just really immature shit.
It's really childish.
Yeah.
It's okay. When I first played Diamond and Pearl, I named my rival Butt. And it was just like, hey, look at Butt. Or look at your butt.
See, I used to name my Pidgey's Butt because it'd be Butt Use Gust.
That's so mature.
Yeah, we were children. Me earlier in the episode complaining about teenagers, you know.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, those teenagers wouldn't think that's funny, you know?
No, they'd make fun of you for playing Pokemon, even though they probably play it too.
Yeah. Alright.
But anyways, moving on from unknown, they're not really useful. They're just they exist.
They're there.
Okay, so now we get this is what you were thinking of.
Wobbuffet. I like Wobbuffet for the only fact that he was in a Pokemon and he just like ruined everything.
Terrorized.
He just ruined everything for
Well,
Team
my favorite
Rocket.
part is how Jessie got a Wobbuffet.
Mm-hmm.
She got it because somebody tricked her into trading her Lickitung for it.
Yeah.
So she just kind of got hurt. She got basically ripped off.
Yep.
But yeah, Wobbuffet's funny for a meme, I guess.
Yeah. But I would never use him.
Yeah, not one of my favorites. And then following that, we get Giraffe.
A giraffe.
It's a
fucking
giraffe with. It's a giraffe that's like half evil.
Yeah. I like it. I mean, it's a cool design. I've never really used it, but like, I like that it's a giraffe.
So here's the real question: which head is the real one?
It could be either. It's cat dog.
Yeah, kinda.
Cat dog. Cat
I don't
dog.
really use them ever, but
No, I
Hey,
don't
they're
either.
there.
But it's cute. I like it.
it's another psychic type.
Yeah, and normal.
And then
It's
we
a
get
fucking pine cone.
another bug type. There is so many bug types in this.
Oh, it's a
game.
bug? I thought it would be like steel or something.
Well, here's the thing. So it's a bug type. That's
Oh,
it's a
and then
pine
it
cone.
evolves.
Yep. It's shaped like a pine cone. I remember
Yeah.
Brock had one and they used to always explode on him.
Fun.
because it can use explosion.
Self-destruct.
Oh, it's a bagworm. That's what it is.
Oh, that makes sense.
You know, it's a bragworm. Huh? Animal Crossing fans?
Oh.
Anyways. But yeah, it evolves into Fortress, which is a bug steel type.
Yep.
I don't really see the connection.
I don't either.
They just... they evolve.
It's there, and I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
It's
That's
infinitely
fucking
more
ugly.
It's more useful. I'll give
Oh
it that.
yeah,
I'll never use one, though.
it's useful, but it's fucking ugly. It's so ugly.
But anyways, after that we get Dunsparce.
Oh. Ew.
I never used Dunsparce.
Yeah, I don't.
It's not even It's a normal type too. It looks like it should be a water type.
Oh, I thought it would be an electric type.
It's normal.
Well, it kind of sucks. Oh, I guess it's supposed to be a snake. Yeah.
I never used one.
It sucks.
It's got a carrot. It's got a carrot for an ass, wings.
What the fuck is this Pokemon?
Oh, Gilgler?
I don't think I've ever seen this one.
So it was like an alternative bat Pokemon, I guess. Oh, flying scorpion, apparently.
I've never seen
I know
this.
it more for... So I know it more for its evolved form that you'll see later on in another
maybe
game.
I've seen the evolved form, but like I've never seen... Like, I have no recollection of this Pokemon.
I only have one for Pokédex completion. That's really about all I used one for.
Wow. I no recollection for this one.
So, Johto introduced a lot of Pokemon, but the problem is there was just so many to pick from, and there was just ones that were just better.
Yeah.
But after that, then we get Steelix.
I like Steelix. Unfortunately, his stats kind of ruin him.
Yeah, so I have a soft spot for Steelix just because in the previous episode I talked about my first shiny Pokemon ever was an Onix.
Oh.
And I caught it on Iron Island in Gen 4. And
Aww.
I evolved into a Steelix, so I had a shiny Steelix that I named Goldix because it was gold.
Oh, that's so cute.
I still have it. It's in my diamond file still.
So I had a Steelix in the game that had X and Y. I had a Steelix because I loved its Mega Evolution.
Oh yeah, Mega Steelix is pretty cool.
I like that he just has crystals on him now. He's just even more cooler than he already was. Yeah, I just wish his stats were better.
Yeah, and then he was followed up by Snubbull.
Ugh.
So Snubbull was originally a normal type. Now he's a fairy type. But I always remember Snubbull from that Pikachu's Vacation mini movie.
Yeah.
Where he was like the group of... So there was Pikachu's group of Pokemon, and then there was the rival group of Pokemon.
Yep.
That was like... And I remember because there was a Snubbull there. And that came out before Gen 2 was released.
Yep.
So that was kind of like an early cameo of Snubbull, and I always remember like they'd be like, and it's Snubbull, a recently discovered Pokemon.
Huh. Well,
I was always like, oh, that's neat.
And I hate his evolved form just even
His
more.
evolved form just looks like a cartoon version.
It looks like an American cartoon, yeah. Like it looks like it could be in Tom and Jerry.
A little.
It's very Tom
Not
and
something
Jerry.
I ever use.
No, I would never use this one.
And that was followed up by Quillfish.
Hold on.
It's a Quillfish.
Oh, it's I like the
The Hisuian.
Yeah, I like that one better. I like the coloring. It looks less derpy too. It looks more intense.
Yeah, they both look kind of derpy.
Well,
I like how it has a 9 on the back, or is that a 6?
It looks like half of a yin yang.
Oh, that's true. That might actually be more what it's going for there.
Yeah.
Never use it though.
Me either.
Honestly, the Hisuian version is like even less useful to me because it loses its water type. So then it's just like, what's the point?
Oh, it's just like it's a fish, but it's not.
Oh yeah, and before we get to the next one, how you evolved Onyx into Steelix is you had to trade it with a item called the Metal Coat. So it gets covered in metal and becomes Steelix. But the other Pokemon that used the Metal Coat was Scizor.
I like Scizor.
Which was the evolved. It was the evolved form of Scyther from Gen 1.
I like Scizor.
Scissor's cool.
He has a cool design.
It's one of the bug types I'll use.
Yeah. Like,
It's not my personal favorite, but I use Scizor every now and then.
Yeah, I like it. I think he's a nice design.
The only reason I don't use him more is because he's a pain in the ass to get, because you have to evolve him for it to be a trade.
Yeah.
And then after that we get Shuckle. Have you ever used a Shuckle?
No. And I don't think I ever will.
It's the mold Pokemon.
It looks like a...
It's another bug type.
You know what it looks like? It looks like a Play-Doh toy.
Oh yeah, the thing. No, it's a squeaky toy that you squeeze and the things come out of it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Not a good Pokemon.
I never use one. But anyways, it gets followed up by Heracross.
That's not its evolved form, right?
No.
Okay.
Heracross doesn't have an evolved form.
Okay.
As far as I know.
That's what I thought, but I just wanted to check because you never fucking know.
So Heracross is like my favorite bug type in the series.
I'm sorry, but its Mega Evolution looks derpy.
Yeah, it's Mega. I'm not a fan of its Mega Evolution personally, but I love Heracross. Like just like from. Because he's a fighting bug.
I mean, honestly, sometimes having a fighting type is so useful. Like, I wish I had one during my playthrough I currently did with the Diamond and Pearl remakes. Like, I really wish I had one. It would have been so helpful.
But, I like Heracross. He's a little bit of a pain in the ass to get, because you have to... It's one of those ones that you have to, like, headbutt trees to find.
Yeah, but he's worth it.
He's so useful.
Yeah.
And it's like one of the few bug types that I really enjoy.
He's a good design. And he's like supposed to be like a Hercules beetle, so...
Yeah. He's just got a solid look to him, too.
Which is a lot of money in Animal Crossing, so 10 out of 10.
Yes. And then that's followed up by Sneasel.
Sneasel. Bless you.
Never use.
No. No, I've never used it either.
He's got an evolved form later on that we'll get to in another discussion.
Yeah, but...
the Hisui... Okay, so here's a funny one. The Hisui in Sneasel is completely different from its normal type form. Because it's normally a dark ice type, and then its Hisuian form is a fighting poison type.
They really tried to, like, experiment with the, types in,
Hisuian, or however you say it.
Yeah.
It's interesting, though.
Yeah.
Still never use one.
Nope, me either.
And then the next one is literally a Care Bear.
It is.
No, it's a Sailor Moon Care Bear.
Fighting evil by moonlight bear. Live.
Yeah. Teddy Ursa.
Yep.
I never use it.
Yep, I don't think I've ever used it either.
And it evolves into Ursaring, which is just a bigger bear.
It's a big bear.
Oh, did you never reacted to that meme I sent you today?
What meme was it?
The one it was the meme of
it was of Dawn, like it was.
Well, no, it was Akari from Arceus from Legends Arceus beating up an Ursaring, and it just said Grandma fought literal bears so I could play with stickers, and it was a picture of Dawn putting stickers on a Pokeball.
No, what would have made that meme even better?
What?
If like it flipped to like what comes out after the capsules, and it's the big like it's when people were like fuck you on it.
Yeah, yeah.
That would.
Yeah, I never use Ursaring. It's just a bear.
Yeah.
Another normal type.
It's a bear. Well, you know what it reminds me of now? You know those like Ring doorbells?
Oh yeah.
He's like a walking Ring doorbell.
Mm-hmm.
He should sponsor Ring Door. They should redesign him, except he's black with like a blue circle and blue coloring, and he could be sponsored by Ring.
Yeah. So next we get Slugma.
Oh.
It's a fire slug.
I mean, like, I don't hate it.
Cool design. The problem is, I pick Cyndaquil pretty much every playthrough, so it's never gonna get used.
Yeah, I'm glad he's not a bug. That's all I'm glad. Fire bug, I feel like would just be stupid.
And then he evolves into Mecargo.
Well, I like that he's rock. He's the rock element.
Mecargo, whatever.
He's cool.
Rock slug.
Honestly, like, he's a little derpy, but I kind of like it, you know?
So he's one of, like, I believe you can find them in Gen 3, and they're, like, one of the few fire types in that game if you don't pick the starter.
Mm.
But,
so it's very valuable in Gen 3.
Yep. And then we get Swinub. It's a pig.
It's a blob.
Ice. It's an ice ground type, though. That's interesting.
Wow. I'm
And
impressed.
it evolves into Piloswine.
It evolves into the characters from Ice Age.
I guess.
But
It's like a pig. It's like a
depressed.
pig woolly mammoth.
Yeah. He also just looks depressed. Like he's like, oh, my life sucks. Brr. And he has
Yeah.
the abilities of thick fat. So.
It's funny going through this. I didn't realize just how many Pokemon Johto actually added.
Yeah, it added a whole bunch.
Because now we get Corsola, a rock water type, which is also
Huh.
fascinating.
Which it also looks like, it looks a lot like, Togepi.
Or
But-
Kirby. It looks
Or
like
Kirby. Kirby with spikes. You know?
Yeah. It looks like Kirby when he's becoming a rock.
And then Galarian
But,
is his ghost. It's the dead ones.
He died.
It's the
That's
dead
what-
ones. That's so fucked up.
Yeah, and then we move on to
A fish.
Remoraid, which is
A
a
fish.
jet.
It's just a
Yes.
fucking fish. That's all
The
it is.
jet Pokemon.
Wow,
Yeah, it's
it
a
looks-
fish that evolves into a fucking octo.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Does that really evolve into that?
Yeah.
It's so weird.
That's one of those evolutions that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But whatever. It's an octopus.
You
I
know
never
what would
use
be
it.
fun? To have him on your team and then have that snail on your team and just have a derp team. I kind of want to
Yeah.
do that once. I want to make a derp team.
A derp team. Yeah. Why not? And then we get Delbird. Delibird. They're
Deli
mailmen.
bird.
Or Santa Claus.
Yeah, he also works at a deli down the street.
Sure. They're like I swear they're a reference to Santa Claus. I
That's
think
why
what
he's
it is.
ice, because he keeps all the deli meat cool.
I just remember they were like mail carriers in the anime for no reason.
Well, to me, he works at a deli and he keeps all the meat cold.
Yeah.
With his ice powers.
Alright, so then we get Mantine.
I love this one.
It's a
He's so
stingray.
cute. He's so cute.
It has another Pokemon attached to it.
It's the stupid fish one attached to it.
Yeah,
He's cute though. I like him.
it's cute, but it's like water flying's fascinating because I guess technically, but at the same time that doesn't fly.
No. But it does in Pokemon, Bill. So it's different.
There's a lot of water types and bug types in this gen.
There is.
And then moving on, we get Skarmory.
I think I used the Skarmory on my team once. I don't know what
Well,
game.
it's a fun steel flying type.
Yeah. I liked it. He was a good boy. He was a good boy. A good pokey boy.
A good alternative to Crobat if you don't want a Crobat, I
Yeah.
guess, for a flyer.
Yeah. I liked him. It's a cool design.
And then we get Houndour.
A dog.
So I always remember Houndour because
Who's
there was
tough.
one of the Pokemon like before movie shorts, like because every Pokemon film had like a short mini movie before it.
Mm-hmm.
And the one for the third movie was like it was like Pikachu and Pichu they were like journeying through the city.
Yep.
And I always remember because the Houndour was in it and it was just a prick for no
He was
reason.
just a big bully. And I remember Houndours too because they were always the they're always the like team Pokemons. Like what team did you fight in this one? Was it Team Rocket still or
Yeah, it was Team Rocket.
yeah, so Team Rocket had a shit ton of these.
But I love its evolved form because its evolved form is literally it's like in that gothic punk like horror punk phase.
I will say Houndoom is pretty sick looking.
He looks like a My Chemical Romance fan, kind of, or like a Misfits fan.
Yeah, I'd say a Misfits fan definitely. Oh, and he has fire too, which makes it pretty nice.
Yeah. Not really into Mega Houndoom though.
Yeah,
There's
I don't like
a
that
little
they just
too much going on there.
I feel like his coloring isn't dark enough. Like I feel like they should have made him even like spookier.
Then moving on, we get another third evolution form. We get Kingdra.
Kingdra's pretty neat. I like Kingdra.
And Kingdra is a trade evolution, so you trade Seadra to evolve it. Which is kind of boring, but hey, it's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's there.
Basically, it's just a bigger seahorse.
And it's dragon.
And it's dragon type. That's true. Because there is a dragon gym in Gen 2.
Yes, and fairy didn't exist at this time, so
Yes.
you either had to go in with ice or go in with
More
Dragon.
dragons.
dragon versus dragon. Dragon.
Let me get fancy. It's an elephant.
With a band-aid over its nose.
Ash had one.
It's a ground type, I guess.
Yeah.
I
I
never
like its
used
evolved.
it.
I prefer its evolved form. Donphan. Donphan's badass. Look.
I don't know. I think he's kind of derpy.
Yeah.
I'd add him to my derp team.
I kind of like him.
No, I mean, it's not bad. He's a little derpy, though. I feel like he could roll like an armadillo, but he'd get stuck because of his tusks.
Well, one of his signature moves is rollout.
It'd be funny if he got stuck. Like, he's just like, oh, he got stuck because of his fucking tusks.
Wonderful.
Sorry, I
then we
ruined
got-
him for you.
Then we get Porygon 2.
Ah,
It's Porygon, but better.
but round.
It's literally just the same thing, but smoothed out.
It's just rounded edges. That's so fucking stupid.
And it evolves when you trade it with the upgrade.
What the hell?
What?
I'm looking at the next one.
Oh, Stantler. It's
Why does it have like a tumor on its ass? Oh my god!
That's supposed to be a tail.
This doesn't look like a tail. It looks like a growth. Like it's unhealthy. Oh my god! Everything about this Pokemon looks unhealthy.
It's a deer. I never used one.
It's horrible. This is an awful design. I'm sorry if anyone likes this, but this Pokemon's trash, and it should see a doctor for its tumor.
But Alex, its Japanese name is Odoshishi.
Well, that's great for it, but I don't. It needs to see a doctor.
And then next we have Schmeargle.
I've never used this Pokemon.
It paints with its tail.
Wow, that's fun. I bet it's great in a fight. Not
I've never used one.
me either. What the?
Moving on from that.
What's the
All right, so
pose?
here's a fun one.
Why
so
is
this
he
is-
doing that pose though?
Because it's like a grappling, like wrestling pose. This is Tyrogue.
Oh,
So
it's the baby version of the.
Yes.
Isn't it?
So
the same. Cute.
It's fun. So Tyrogue has 3 different possible evolutions.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay, so if its attack is higher than its defense, it evolves into Hitmonlee once it hits level 20.
And Hitmonlee is the brown
The one with
blob
the boxing gloves and the purple dress.
Oh, okay. No, the dress one. Got it.
No, actually, no. Hitmonlee is the kicking one. Never mind.
Okay, I thought Hitmonlee was the
No,
speed.
you had him right. Hitmonlee is
Okay.
the brown one that kicks.
Yeah.
Hitmonchan is with it when its defense is higher than its attack, and that's the one that the boxing gloves and the purple dress.
Mm-hmm.
And then if the attack and defense is even,
Oh.
then it evolves into the 3rd form, which is Hitmontop.
Hitmontop. Oh. Oh.
Even
that's
though
kind of lame.
even though a lot of people joke saying it should have been Hitmonnorris.
Hitmonnorris.
Well, because Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee.
Oh. Ha 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 ha.
I've never used Hitmon. I never use any of these Hitmon fighting types. So
No, I haven't either.
I like the evolution gimmick though. It's
No,
kinda
I
cool.
like that too. I think that's cool. But I'll never.
boy. So here we have Smoochum.
Smoochum.
It's the baby form of Jinx.
Oh. Oh, I kind of forgot that they did that.
Yeah.
I
honestly,
like its baby form a lot
better.
better.
It's better than what it. It grows up to become Mr. Popo's sister.
Yeah, I like its baby form better. It's a little less unfortunate looking.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on.
And moving on, Elekid,
Oh, I like these ones.
the baby form of Electabuzz.
Yeah.
I like it, even though its head is literally a plug.
Yeah, yeah.
It's an electric. It's literally a plug.
Yeah, but I like him. He's pretty fun.
And then you get, and obviously to pair with Elekid, we get Magby, which is the baby form of Magmar.
I like Magby's
He's got
design.
he's got
He's
tumors
really
on his
cute.
head.
No, it's like it's his hair. He's cute. I like Magby.
Well, I
He's a
like how
cute-
his head becomes just a butt head though as he evolves.
Oh yeah, but he's cute. I like Magby.
They're fine. And then that next
Moo
we
moo
get
milk.
oh no,
Moo moo
it's the
milk.
most dreaded Pokemon early game,
Oh no.
Milk Tank.
Moo moo milk. It's
Fuck
all
that
female.
gym so hard. I hate that Whitney's gym sucks.
I think I remember struggling through her gym. I think
The frickin' you either get lucky or you don't.
Yep.
It's just how it goes.
Yep. It's a
Milk Tank is somewhat useful if you need a normal type, but it's not my cup of tea.
yeah.
And then it's followed up by Blissey.
I love Blissey. I have a Blissey on my team right now, and she's
I
not
like-
the most useful, but like she's just there
No.
for a good time. Well, she's good
So-
for when you need like when you're doing a lot of training. She's good because you can give her moves that will heal your other Pokemon. You don't necessarily need to like buy a bunch of stuff. So I really like Blissey. I think it's a really cute design, and
I like how it's
just
just
so fun.
it's like a just kind of like an upgraded evolved form. Like it just kind of got like more fancy.
yeah, it's so cute. I love Blissey. It's a happiness Pokemon, and it brings me happiness every time I see it.
Okay, now we're into
The legendaries.
okay. So now we're into the legendary trio of this game. So the first game had the legendary birds.
Mm-hmm.
This game has the legendary dogs, and can I just say I don't like the legendary dogs for one reason?
Why?
They roam.
They roam. What's
Well,
that?
two of them roam, anyways. So what I mean is, you have to find them on the game map. Like they're not in a set
Oh.
location,
Yep.
and they roam across the board, and it's annoying. I
Yeah.
hate that so much,
It's-
and they can
it's
run
a-
away.
Yeah.
But putting that aside, from a design standpoint, for legendary dogs, two of them look more like cats than dogs.
Yeah, I was gonna say he looks kind of cat-like.
because Raikou looks more like a cat.
He does look like a cat. I thought you were gonna say cat, and then you didn't. I was like, oh, whoopsie.
No, well, you'll understand why they're the dogs in a minute. But so we got Raikou, who's the electric one. I like Raikou's design. I like his flowing purple hair.
Yeah, I like him. He's cool.
He looks like a god, kind of like a thunder god.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
Well, and that's like what's cool about the legendaries, because they're kind of considered like
Deities
some of them
the
were
universe.
gods. Yeah. So I
Because
like.
then he was followed up by Entei, who was a prominent figure in the third movie.
Entei
and
definitely
Entei-
looks more dog-like, I will say.
Well, he looks cat-like too, though. He's kind of
He
more in
is-
between.
He has cat features, but I can kind of see the dog in him as well.
Yeah. But he was the fire of the trio.
I like his design.
I know
think
him
he's
mostly
cool.
just for the third movie, where he was like a prominent character in the third movie.
Oh yeah.
And then finally, Suicune, who was on the cover of Crystal version.
Hmm.
Suicune is the most dog-like of the three.
I like Suicune. He's
I do
pretty.
too.
I like these legendaries. All these legendaries. I think they're all really pretty.
I only hate them because they roam, but other than that, I kind of like I like their designs.
Yeah.
They're probably because like the trios, because every game has a set of trios, and they kind of get from this point on get kind of less and less interesting as they
Yeah,
go.
like the Diamond and Pearl trios are pretty
Ugh.
womp
We'll
womp.
get there later. But so now we have the this is like the false legendary of the game. Like so this would be like the Dragonite of the first game.
Oh, okay.
So this is Larvitar.
Which is a dragon. Oh no, it's a
No,
ground
no,
rock.
it's not a dragon. This is like the one false legendary that's not a dragon. But yeah, Larvitar starts off as a. So this is a baby form that starts off in his emo phase,
Yeah.
and then it evolves into Pupitar, which is like the cocoon phase.
Oh, I mean, we're here for
Because
it.
a lot of the false legendaries have like the middle, like the kind of middle awkward phase.
Yep.
So this is his, and then it evolves into Tyranitar.
Tyranitar's pretty sick.
He is, but Mega Tyranitar is a little bit too busy.
Yeah, a Mega Tyranitar kind of looks like he was infected by a virus and it's taking over his body.
Either that or the artist just kept drawing, and it looks kind of like a DeviantArt artist who was doing his own take and just didn't know when to stop.
That's pretty accurate, I'd say.
Like, you start doing your own fan art, and you don't know when to stop.
Yeah.
And then
You
that's
don't
what
have a
come up with.
person going, no, no.
You're like, I can make it better. And then you never stop. But moving on, now we get to the two title legendaries for this game. We have Lugia.
I like Lugia's design a lot.
Lugia's cool, although I prefer his counterpart. Although Lugia was the main... So it's funny, Lugia is the main character from the second movie. Pokemon 2000.
Yep.
Which is funny, though, because that movie also has the birds from the first gen.
Why not?
Which is interesting. So there's Lugia, who is the psychic flying type. And the cover Pokemon of Silver version, or Soul Silver. And then his counterpart is Ho-Oh,
I like Ho-Oh.
the Firefly. I like Ho-Oh from a design, but he's not particularly useful.
He's a cool design. Well, because he's kind of like the legendary, like, bird Suzaku, like the god Suzaku.
Yeah. I just like his color scheme,
Which
too.
I
Like,
think
he's all bright.
Ho-Oh is like another name for it, maybe? I'm not completely sure. I could be completely wrong with that. Don't
Well,
come
he's
for
also
me.
he's also the rainbow Pokemon, which is just, like, cool.
He's so
'Cause
cool. It's a cool
he-
design.
He's cool, but he's so not that useful.
Yeah. But
Well, I don't use legendaries to begin with, but I was really bummed when Ho-Oh ended up being kind of disappointing.
I stopped using them. I used to all the time, but I stopped. But I like his design. I think he's cool.
And then we get to the bonus legendary of this game, which was one of the mystery gift ones, I believe. And Celebi.
Celebi's really cute.
I like Celebi from a design standpoint. It was the time travel Pokemon, and he was the star of Pokemon Forever, I want to say. I liked Celebi.
Celebi's really cute. I really like Celebi's design.
I remember because there was that, like, thing in the forest, I think, in Gen 2 that you interact with. It was part of the mystery gift work.
Yep.
But yeah, that was... I like Celebi.
I like it. I'm a fan of
So,
the
yeah.
design.
So that was Johto. Johto was bigger than I thought.
I kind of was like, we were potting, and I was like, oh, is this going to be like a 2-hour long episode? But
No, we kept it under the 2-hour mark.
yeah.
But yeah, I was surprised. Johto was pretty big. Johto was big, and it had a lot of Pokemon I forgot about. To be
Yeah,
honest.
especially that bat. I don't even remember the name of it, but that bat one, I'm telling you, I have no recollection of that.
I remember that bat, but I always think he's from a later gen because he gets an evolved form later on.
Yeah, I have no recollection of him. Like,
Yeah.
I don't remember. Maybe I'll remember his evolved one, but like,
Maybe. That's not for a bit, though, because I don't think that's till Gen 4.
I have like, I don't know. Like, I just don't know. It's so weird. I just no recollection.
Well, anyways,
Anyway.
I guess what's one of your favorites before we sign off?
Ooh, that's tough because there's.
I mean, for me, the top ones I could think of, not counting starters, because those starters are biased to begin with. To me, I want to say Heracross, Ampharos, and there was one other one I like. That ghost type, the one that.
The one that looks. Yeah.
Yeah, the Miss
Miss,
whatever
it's like
it is,
Mysteria or something.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say my favorites were Crobat.
Oh, Crobat. That's another
Yeah.
one. I love Crobat.
Crobat. I really like Crobat. I love Politoed. Is it
Oh,
Politoed?
Politoed is another.
I really
Politoed.
love
I love
Politoed.
Politoed.
And honestly, like, I didn't realize I loved it, but I really like that magma snail. You know, something about it. I just really like.
Magcargo or whatever.
I don't know why. I forgot about him, but I just really like how derpy he looks. It just
Yeah.
brings me joy.
Oh, I like the Phanpy's of all form. I already forgot its
Oh,
name.
and Ampharos. Ampharos too.
Ampharos, yeah.
But I also like Togepi. I like Togepi too. He's just a cutie, like a cute. I feel like this one had a lot of cute Pokemon. They made like a lot of cute ones, I'll say.
Well, I will admit there is a bit of an art shift when we get to Gen 3. the Hoenn region in the next episode,
Yes.
which I'm looking forward to because that gem is my life right there. I love that gem. But anyways, yeah. So I'm not sure when it'll probably be like a couple episodes from now when we get to it. But the next time we come back to Pokemon, we'll be talking about the Hoenn region.
Yeah.
Well,
Woo!
anyways, guys, once again, thanks for joining us on the Gaming and Collecting Podcast. The Gaming and Collecting Podcast is made on Anchor Podcast, and you can find us on all your major podcasting platforms, particularly Apple Podcast and Spotify Podcast. And you can also follow us on Instagram and Twitter, along with on Good Pods. And the episodes eventually go up on YouTube whenever I get around to it. It takes a while. I'm pretty slow on that.
But anyways, a lot of other things to do.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, once again, thanks for joining us, and we will see you all next time.
Woo!
All right. We'll see you all later.
Yeah! Bye.